Hello everybody, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching this video. I hope you all are doing well. My name is David, and what I have for you all today is a channel update video. So just kind of going to be talking about the year of 2024 and then the roadmap for 2025. But before I hop into that, just want to wish you all happy holidays. Hopefully you've been eating some good food, spending some time with family, and recharging, getting ready for the new year. Also, too, wanted to give some shout outs before I hop into that roadmap. So, Jay, the vintage impersonator, I've known the guy for a long time now. I'd say about maybe 6 or 7 years. One of the first jobs I ever got, I worked with him, and I reached out to him earlier this year and talked about doing YouTube videos, doing content. He's just been overly supportive. Also, too, talked to him a few weeks ago too. Very big help. Nothing but respect for Jay, the vintage impersonator. Big help. One of the OGs, like I always call him. And if you have not, check out his channel. He has multiple channels. Such a great guy. He's been doing YouTube for a long time. He's been succeeding, and it's motivating me more and more to see that success. And I'm glad I've been along with the ride with him, and vice versa. I know he's pretty happy he's part of this community here. Wanted to give a shout out to my editor, Steven. Big help, week in, week out. Originally started as my personal training client, but it's kind of blossomed into multiple things now. We talk about how we can upgrade the channel every week, and it means a lot, Steven, from the bottom of my heart, how much support you've been pouring into the channel and myself, and I'm glad we've been able to level up together, and I've been able to teach him how to live a healthier lifestyle with fitness and wellness and diet and all that type of jazz. So, Steven, appreciate you continuously editing the videos and helping me to get where I want the channel to want to be. So it means a lot. Then also just wanted to give a shout out to all the content creators that I watch week in and week out. They've been helping me stay motivated, stay hungry, talk about my passion of fragrance and fitness with you all in our community here. So it means a lot to them to keep pushing me forward, and they read my comments, all that type of jazz, and I'm glad I could be part of their community in the fitness and fragrance side of things of YouTube. So appreciate all those content creators. And then last but not least, I wanted to give a big shout out to you all, the community. If you've liked the video, if you've subscribed to the channel, commented, just watched overall, I appreciate each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart. It means a lot. I'm glad you mess with me. I'm glad your true support, and I know who the true supporters are. It means a lot to me that you all week in, week out watch the content, subscribe to the channel, and want to be along with this journey with me. When I started this channel, I always told myself if I could teach one person one thing from the video, sometimes the videos are pretty long, I understand that, but if you took away something from that video, then I did my job. And also too, I'm proud of myself for uploading 2 videos a week, one fragrance, one fitness. Overall, teaching you all how to live a healthier lifestyle and the art of perfumery or fragrance has been a blast, and I can't wait to continue that in the year of 2025. I have a lot of big plans on the horizon. Been talking to my editor Steven about a few things, and then also too, I really want to up the fitness side of things, because if you all have watched since the beginning, I got my master's earlier this year, so I really want to stay in that exercise science part, getting more research based, but also just giving you my own experience, because that's how I feel like it's true. And with fragrance too, I always will give you all my honest opinion, and I always want to give back to you all as well. So I always really like when I'm able to teach you all, educate you all about something, or teach you all about a new fragrance brand you haven't heard of, or teach you all about a new exercise. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel, I guess you could say, rejuvenated, want to continue to grow, want to continue up that ladder. So I have a challenge for our community here. Let's try to get 20 consistent views on each video we release each week. And then also too, let's try to hit 300 subscribers. Let's do that. Those are the 2 goals I have for myself and our community here. Let's reach to the top. Let's keep going. striving, being hungry. I'm going to try my best to continue to put out the best content possible for you all and come up with ideas, talk with people, and all that jazz. Also, too, I wanted to give a shout out to my mom and my brother for being on videos, too. Appreciate them. Appreciate all their support and everything with the YouTube channel. But hopefully I can level up the channel each and every week for you all. Continue to get better on certain things like thumbnails, on videos, on ideas, on content in general. Also, too, I do not know what's going to happen with this. I heard TikTok's going to be going away here, at least in the U.S., in sometime in January. But I really want to get focused into the YouTube Reels, and not Reels, excuse me, Instagram Reels, the YouTube Shorts. I'm still going to be doing that. I still want to pump those out. But my bread and butter, what I really, really enjoy doing are these YouTube videos, being able to take time to talk to you all about certain topics, reading the comments, expressing my interest on fragrance and fitness to you all in video form means a lot, and I'm glad there is so many of you that mess with me. And going forth, hopefully we can continue that, and I can continue reading the comments, and we can push forward. So overall, I do have a little spoiler alert, I guess you could say, a little taste of what's coming down the pipeline, especially with the fragrance side of things. So on the fragrance side of things, I have a kind of scent discovery type of videos I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to be basically buying samples from houses that I haven't tried before and giving you all my honest reaction, my honest opinion about, oh, this is good, and I know what that smell has been wanting me to do a certain house, and that's the one I'm starting out with, the House of Zoologist. That's going to be the first kind of in that series, so I'm excited to do that, bring that all out to you all. And then the fitness side of things, I'm figuring out ways to level up those videos, get you all more educated, and use my background and expertise in coaching and training clients to better benefit you all and give you all something to look forward to. And I've also kind of mentioned and dabbled in the fact I really want to write programs for you all and get that out, and so you all have something to look at, be like, oh, this is a really good way to get me started into fitness and healthy lifestyle. So I kind of want to start something like that as well. So I'm just brainstorming, throwing stuff out there, and those are little sneak peeks. But yeah, I'm thankful for you all. 2024 has been a crazy year. I got really sick towards the end of the year here too. Got the Masters. I've been going. I got I only stayed at a job a few months, and then I got a new job now, so enjoying that, and just got to keep grinding, everybody, and appreciate everybody along with the ride with me on that. Alrighty, here's a little Q&A I wanted to do at the end of the video. So we are going to start out with Luminous Lucy. Haven't seen you in a hot minute, Lucy, so hopefully things have been going well for you, and happy holidays. Lucy says, what fragrance do you like to smell on women? And this one kind of got me chuckling a little bit because I have not really dabbled in women's perfumery at all, women's fragrance. The only time I didn't really interact with females that much this year. But my mom, I did get her a Good Girls one. I did give my mom a few fragrances, and Delina. I would say any Delina I really enjoyed as well. So those are two I can remember off the top of my head. I did give my mom a sample of a Louis Vuitton fragrance too, that I really enjoyed. So those three, I can't remember the name of Louis Vuitton. If I do, I'll put it in the comments. So hopefully that answers your question. And I guess I got to get more into women's perfume. I got to smell more women's fragrances because I couldn't genuinely tell you right now. But those two, at least I like smelling on my mom, I guess you could say, when she walks by in the house. So Jane the Jubilant is the next one. Jane, I haven't seen you in a hot minute, so hopefully you've been doing well and having a happy holidays. Do you think your confidence has improved in the last year? Feels like you're really blossoming on this channel. Jane, yes, I do feel like I have progressed. I feel like things have gotten better and better with the channel, with the content, with my confidence, but I don't feel fully there yet. Like I always mentioned, there's a room to improve. The sky's the limit. I have these goals. I have these aspirations. I need to get better at this and that and the third. I always want to get better at stuff, and I hope you all keep me accountable and keep me true to what I told you were my goals, because that's what I want out of the channel and out of the community here, being positive, hitting certain benchmarks, and hopefully everybody wants to be along with the ride for that. So I would say about 75% confidence, would say now, because I'm very hard on myself. I always want to be a perfectionist, so if I screw up something, I doubt myself. Big thing in life is confidence, and sometimes I don't really feel like making the videos, but I got to get on here, got to make the videos, got to make the content for y'all, because I know you all enjoy the content and want to hear from me, and I also enjoy making the content, but we're all human at the end of the day. Overall, to answer your question, yes, I feel like my confidence has grown, but it can make more leaps and bounds to that ultimate goal, what I have, and how we can handle things here. So, yeah, big aspirations, big aspirations. And then the last one, from What's That Smell? What's That Smell? Appreciate you leaving your question here. Happy holidays to you as well. If you could create your own fragrance, what would it smell like? If you were designing a fragrance brand, what would it be called? So I have no desire to make my own fragrance brand. I will just put that out there. If I did do a few fragrances, I'd want to collab with some fragrance brands, ones that I really enjoy. Overall, I'd want to collaborate with those people to help me make that fragrance. But to answer your question though, if I had to choose, the name of the house would be Solstice Evernote. And Solstice, basically, the reason for that is seasonal beauty. I wouldn't want these fragrances or have certain lines that would be worn for certain times of year. So fall, winter, spring, summer. I don't want to be the fragrances that are just pigeonholed to, oh, you can, wear it one time a year. I'd want my fragrance brand to be overall versatile. What I mean by that is being able to be worn in different seasons. And then the Evernote, that because I would want to leave an everlasting impression. I would want to be like replica. I want my fragrances to remind you of certain scenarios. Be like, oh, I remember this smell. I wore this to my wedding, or I got a new dog, or I got a raise, or I got my job. That's how I'd want my fragrances to be. I'd want it to be leaving an everlasting impression. That was the reason for Evernote. And in Solstice, it could, be worn any time of year overall. And then also, my first line would just be called the Big Bear line. Plain and simple, the Big Bear line. And fragrances from that line are as follows. I would want a smoky lumberjack type of feel fragrance. I want to be woody, aromatic, green type of scent. And what I mean by that is, I want the lumberjack, and I haven't found a scent like this before. I want it to be like a lumberjack that's cutting up wood. So not just out in the forest, or, I'd want this part to be when he's actually cutting the wood, and then at the end of the day, he's making a campfire. He's, overall, I'd want to be that smoky, woody, kind of bold, masculine type of scent that you would imagine of a guy cutting down trees in the forest and then making a fire. That's how I want one of my scents to be when I start now. And then my second scent, I would want to be citrus, fruity, exotic scents. So basically, I'd want something that would be like kind of like a fruit cocktail a little bit, but also have some citrus aspects to it, kind of sweet, but kind of, citrusy, grindy as well, but ozonic, kind of fresh breeze on the beach or on a hot day type of scent, and long lasting. That's how I want it. And this scent, I would want it to, both scents, I'd really want them to be unique, kind of remind you of an experience you had, but at the same time, with the fruity scent, with the citrus scent, I'd want it to be some citruses and fruits you don't really see much. So like guava, for prime example, and then on the citrus, finger lime, like certain citruses and stuff. And going back to that, those two fragrances I feel like would be a good start. One fresh, and then one kind of darker, deeper, and kind of woody would be good start to the fragrance brand there. So overall, appreciate everybody leaving their question. And Jane, I just want to go back to your question. You probably hear me say or a lot. So that is one area I can improve, and I always talk to my editor, Steven, about that. He's a great help and everything. So I've been working on that, trying to be more perfectionist, not say or So need to get better with that. Just wanted to get back to your question. That's what I mean by improvement. I always want to give you all an example of what I'm talking about, not just throw out a note like some of you see on TikTok. They just say, oh, this fragrance is good, but they don't give you a reason. I don't like to do that. I always like to give you all reasons behind why I feel a certain way. So wanted to kind of circle back to that. But yeah, everybody, thank you for a great year on YouTube. And this year, I appreciate everybody supporting, like I mentioned, our community. Let's keep growing it. Let's strive for more. And I'm glad to have you all here. I'm glad you all mess with me, kind of what I mentioned. Without the community, I wouldn't be here. So, yeah. But year 2025, great things coming. I have a lot of ideas, aspirations, and hopefully I can be a man of my word and we can hit those. Overall, thank you for sticking around with me throughout this whole video. Hopefully you enjoyed this little update here, and I will see you all in the year of 2025.